All right. So today I'm joined by the fabulous and amazing Laganja Estranja. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Excited for this Tuesday. Just ready to make some magic.
Yes, yes. So Laganja, tell me, how excited were you to release your new single Hawt out into the world?
Very excited. I love making music. It is truly my passion. I feel like I'm Britney Spears when I'm up in that recording studio. And then to be able to, also create a visual for the song Hot was a dream come true.
Definitely. And not only was Hot a celebration of Pride Month, but it's a testament to your dynamic artistry and vibrant personality. Can you talk just a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. I wanted to make a song that really represented pride. I also wanted to make a song that represented hot gala summer. So that is put on by Gala Music, which is the company that I partnered with who helped fund this project. So I wanted to make something that was like an anthem for them and all of their music projects that they're working on right now this summer. And then I just wanted to make something that made people feel good,
Mhm.
made them want to go out, get a hot dog, see some fireworks, just feel the summer fantasy.
For sure. And the response has been very good so far.
Yeah, everybody loves it, but I think my favorite, compliments so far have come from those closest to me. I feel like when your actual friend group is bumping your song, you know you're on the right direction.
Definitely, definitely. And yeah, you mentioned Gala Music. Can you talk a little bit more about them and how special this partnership was for you?
Yeah, so this is the first time that I've really ever had a company fully fund, the project from start to finish. So they helped me with all the finances when it came to making the song. So that's the producer, the vocal recorder, the writer, the cover art, and then as well as the music video, the editing of that, and the posting of that. So they are a super cool company that I got introduced to by Krista Youngs.
Mhm.
She's actually the artist that I collaborated with the track on. She's done Poison Ivy and Daddy, two of my previous singles. But this was the first project that we ever really wrote together.
Okay.
And she was the one who introduced me to Gala Music, as she's been on their site for quite some time now, selling her NFTs and streaming her music there as well. So I really didn't know much about the space. Web3 is not really my thing. I can barely handle Web1. So I was really grateful that Gala has kind of walked me, through this step by step and really, familiarized me as much as they could in a month to
Mhm.
this space. I've always heard negative things about NFTs, that they're not good for the environment. So it was really
Yeah.
important to me to find a company that was socially and economically aware. And Gala Music is absolutely that. So I'm very grateful that, I did partner with them, and then I'm getting into this space and learning more about Web3.
For sure. And forgive me for my ignorance, but can you talk a little bit more what an NFT is? Because I know there's a lot of people out there who really still don't know what exactly that is.
Well, I wouldn't be the person to give you the definition, but basically it is a piece of art that is sold online.
Okay.
So, for instance, my track Hot
Mhm.
can only be purchased or streamed on Gala Music. So you can
Okay.
stream it on their site for free, or you can buy the NFT, which gives you sort of a property, right? It's like almost think about it as like a stock or real estate. And
Okay.
so the theory is that, later when my career super blows up, that someone will have a piece of me, right? They'll have an NFT, one of the original NFTs. So I think it's very hard to define exactly, which is why I've kind of stayed away from this space. But the more I get into it, the more I'm learning that it is basically digital art sold
Mhm.
online that can be traded online that has its own sort of blockchain properties to it. So it's very different than a piece of art you would buy in a gallery.
Okay, gotcha. That makes a little bit more sense. Yes. Okay, perfect. Well, you're also going to be performing on Gala Music's Hot Gala Summer Instagram live session on the 20th. Is that correct?
I don't know about that. That
Okay.
sounds like maybe. I
Okay.
did just do a
Okay.
live performance for them already. That
Okay.
was on July 3rd. I did my live for them, which was really fun. And I think now they have a collection of all the live performances that have been happening over the summer that
Mhm.
you're able to view through the date I think you mentioned.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not for sure. I'll have to check in and make sure there isn't another performance coming up.
Okay. So news to you, maybe.
Right.
Will Hot be a standalone single or will it be included in a larger body of work?
No, it is exclusive to Gala Music, so it is a
Okay.
standalone piece. And like I said, it will live forever on their site.
Mhm.
Of course, you can listen to it, like I said, for free on their site, or you can go and watch the music video on my YouTube channel, which will also allow you to listen to the song. So yeah, no, I think it's a super cool project that I wanted to belong to Gala. I mean, there's lyrics in the song "Hot Gala Summer," so it feels right.
Okay, perfect. How would you say you have evolved as a music artist over the years?
I definitely think I'm leaning more into the pop realm.
Mhm.
When I first started, I just really wanted to be a rapstress, and that's still true to this day. But after I did a song like Poison Ivy that was much more pop forward, I realized that a lot of my listeners loved that sound. So
Mhm.
I'm definitely trying to explore, melodies and harmonies and singing more than rapping.
For sure. And of course, everyone knows you from your time on RuPaul's Drag Race, and you've said in several interviews you have no desire to compete again. Are you trying to move away from that era of your life?
I think some days the answer is yes, and some days the answer is no. I'm very, very grateful for my time on Drag Race representation it, gave me and for all of the, millions of buds that I've gained because of it. But I will be honest, as I'm transitioning more and more and coming into my own truth,
Yeah.
there are other sides of being an artist that I'd love to explore, like the fact that I choreograph, and I've been working on a new original Broadway music called Misstep. So that's been like a side project that I've really loved and I'm super passionate about. And so there are definitely other things in the works.
Okay.
I think music is something that I really love and I think is a perfect way to keep Laganja alive, but
Mhm.
maybe move out of just performing at nightclubs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to find a happy balance.
For sure. Can you talk a little bit more about what Misstep is?
Sure. So Misstep is an original musical written by Kit and Melissa. They're an amazing duo out of New York. And the musical is about an older trans woman who, at the beginning of the show, finds out that her estranged father has passed away. And through looking through a box of his old things, discovers that he was gay and was an aerobics champion. So
Okay.
she gets together a ragtag team of non binary and gender non conforming and trans individuals to go and compete in the competition that he was not able to finish before passing away. And I don't want to give away the whole story, but it's a really beautiful, funny tale of her journey through her father's past
Mhm.
with a lot of trans and gender non-conforming ideas in there. So I love it because I think it's time that Broadway have something that's really for us, for our
Mhm.
community.
Definitely, I agree for sure. And what are some of your most recent updates with your own transgender journey, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, not at all. So I have decided to get my first gender affirming care surgery. I will be doing that in September with Dr. Rosenberg in Beverly Hills. And I am thrilled that they're partnering with me and just going to be really seeing me through the whole process and taking good care of me. I'm going to be doing a 360 lipo and a transfer to my breasts and hips. Luckily, the ass is big enough. We ain't got to put nothing there, but hopefully gonna fill out my figure more and allow me to feel more comfortable in my own skin.
Awesome, fantastic. Do you have any TV projects currently in the works you would like to talk about?
I have a TV project that I already completed that will be coming out next year. I can't announce it yet officially, but I will be on your television screens very soon, coming next year. And I'm also in the running right now for a new reality show that's not scripted. So we'll see how that goes. I actually have a meeting today after this
Okay.
with all of them. So keeping my fingers and toes crossed that multiple projects will be popping up
Mhm.
very soon.
All right, perfect. And what's new with your cannabis activism?
Well, let's see. I think the most recent thing was I was just in San Francisco for their Pride, and it was the first time that they've ever had a legal consumption lounge on
Oh,
the Pride grounds. And I got to perform at their very first ever stage. So that was really, really cool. I was one of the first people to be at Grasslands, which was a
Right.
part of Outlands, which was the first time they were able to have a legal consumption lounge. So to now be a part of, San Francisco's Pride,
Mhm.
it just feels amazing. I mean, I love SF. I've been going there for years and years and years, ever since I was on the race.
Mhm.
Joshua J at Club Bow has always taken good care of me. So I'm thrilled that I can be leaving some lineage in that city because it's definitely one that I think has such a rich gay history and
Definitely.
queer history in general. So to be a part of that movement, specifically in the cannabis, arena, it feels really, really powerful.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Well, Laganja, what are some future goals or other future goals you hope to accomplish with your career and platform?
Yeah, I think my main future goal right now is finding balance in my life. I'm a workaholic. I'll be honest, even with this project with Hawt, I spent all the money they give me and didn't make a dime myself. So, I have a tendency to really take on these passion projects and I love them and they're so great. But I don't always necessarily, find the money from them. So
Mhm.
that means I have to get out in the field and work and work and work. And it's exhausting, jumping off platforms into splits and dips and everything. It's a lot on my body, and now that I'm about to undergo surgery, I'm having to, really realign myself with what it is I want to be doing moving forward. And I think that's finding balance. I really do. So that's something I'm really focused on. I want to get back in yoga. I want to be eating healthier. I want to, maintain my mental health, but also progress and move it forward. And I think, a part of that is finding balance in your life and finding when do I have time for me and when do I take time to see my friends. And I know that may sound crazy, but the truth of the matter is I will book myself from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day. Like
Yeah.
I am very dedicated to this.
Mhm. Yeah.
So learning, especially as I get older, that I need to enjoy this too and not just be constantly head to the pavement, working, grinding, hustling.
Definitely, definitely. Balance is always key. I agree. Well,
Yeah.
Laganja, how can one stay up to date with you the best?
I'm all over social media at Laganja Estranja, except for TikTok, where I'm the only Laganja Estranja. I would say definitely follow my YouTube right now. Twice a week. On Tuesdays, we're dropping my podcast, Queening Out with Joseph Shepard. And on Thursdays, we're dropping Muse Me, which is an incredible series with my best friend, who's a photographer, makeup artist, stylist. So you kind of see us create our art from conception to final product. So those two things every week, pretty much up until September. And my website, laganjaestranja.com.
Okay, perfect. And a Gala Music Laganja, right?
That's right. Get over to Gala Music, download their application. You can stream my song. You can see the live that I did for them, as well as all of their other artists. Recently they've partnered with Snoop Dogg and Macy Gray. So there's a lot of big name artists, and then there's also a lot of independent artists like myself on there. So definitely check them out.
Perfect. Well, Laganja, then before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects or anything else you would like to mention or plug at this time?
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like I did a good job of getting it all out there,
Yes, you got a
right?
lot out there. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.